Yo, what's up, everyone? So here I am with create. No, invent or don't invent on Facebook, and I was thinking, you know how there's bicycle motor, no, just motorcycles, not just regular bikes, but it will work on this too.
Listings for motorcycles, riders.
Thank you. Anyways, so what I was thinking was check this out, like a wind shield wiper. I was thinking this stuff here, like on a vehicle, it could actually be added on a helmet for a bicyclist, and it could be up here on the top portion of the helmet, and it could go down when it's raining. Now that I think about it, it could be used for bicyclists as well, but mostly for obviously motorcycles because they're traveling at such a fast rate. And then I'm sure they get those little bugs that land on their helmets, and I'm sure they're probably tired of doing all this, acting as a windshield wiper, trying to get all that bugs on windshield, right? So I'm sure they're tired of looking at through this or this, more like this. But you guys get what I'm saying. And I just thought, see if this windshield wiper, if you were to reverse it upside down, kind of like this, I could do it real quick. Okay, that was kind of fast. I'm kind of surprised. Well, okay, so like this. So if you're a bicyclist and you're traveling, obviously don't look at this one or this mirror. Just look at this center portion here, and I guess we could grab this circle and then focus on this little idea here, or I mean this little section here, and then obviously I can't do copy paste, but here will be one of your eyes and then your other eye on the helmet or whatever, I don't know. So you're looking through this thing, and then this thing is coming out of your visor. And what I was thinking, it could have some water to it. It could also have a solar panels to power it, or batteries. But I was thinking batteries if you got like if you get in a vehicle accident and then or you hit your head on the concrete, what would the batteries do? It's probably not a good idea. Um, and I was also thinking it could have some type of water, not too much where it'd be super heavy where your neck's gonna break, but just enough so that it could act like, okay, you could have, I guess it could have two squeegees because they're kind of smaller on the visor, and they're not as big. And then in the center, you could have like a sponge type of thing. So what you would do is, click on something on your helmet, on the side or whatever, or I don't know, maybe I don't know how it's gonna work, but like as far as operational speaking or terms goes. Let's say, for example, there is a button on the helmet. You click on it real quick, and then it'll throw a little bit of water out, just enough to, like, if you got a bug that landed on your visor, just click it. It'll throw a little bit of water on the sponge, which will help clean that crap off. Um, but that was basically all. And I don't know if there's stuff out there um, already for these helmets or not. Um, I guess I never done a search for motorcycle helmet um, with windshield wiper. So Google is bringing something up here. So yeah, there is some. So that's amazing. So see, I was thinking about this when as I was working, because I will see these bicyclists. I just thought about this idea. Mm, it's pretty cool. Anyway, other than that, yeah, that will solve the problem right there. So these people are geniuses. Whoever thought about this? I mean, these guys are so smart. I mean, they probably had this problem and obviously were frustrated to the point where they came up with this idea. Um, I guess another way to do it would be like a full wrap around um, around the whole helmet. Like it'll go so fast, like I forget what they're called, but it's like a generator type of thing. So if it was fixed on a track and if it spin really really fast, you wouldn't even be able to see it. Seeing the problem with the vehicle is it's shaped differently. It's not shaped round like a head, but a helmet can be. So therefore, it can be wrapped around the whole um, helmet. So this thing won't even get in the way, or it won't be visible like this. It's so annoying. I have actually thought about windshield wiper that will go so fast you wouldn't even be able to see these annoying things. But it just, I don't know. I guess one invention could cause another problem, and so on and so on. It's never ending. It's a full time job, people. It's a full time job. Not to go into any ideas or any inventions in particular, because there's a bunch. But no, this says it all right here. You know, so yeah, like you have this. I don't know. I mean, maybe it doesn't get in the way of the vision because I mean it's so close. It's like having your fingers in front of your face. I guess if it's kind of moving kind of fast, I guess it's fine. But if it was a full wraparound, you would just, you know, completely just wipe the water off the thing. I guess it would probably just work on when it's raining. Um, and it could actually have like two of them. That type of concept. But I don't know if it will mess around with the helmet. If it will cause it to, know, like, I don't know if it will be uncomfortable. In other words, it could have four of them to make it more balanced. But maybe because two might throw it off a little bit, if it has four, it might work. And yeah, it is like a almost like a perfect way to go about it, I think. But that's only if I don't know. I guess it could be experimented on for those that manufacture or have patents in this type of industry, and you want to perfect it, maybe bring something new to the market. I mean, if someone has money and does it, then if it's plausible or whatever, or if it can be done, um, without having the wiper thing, without distracting, without it being distractive, because this other thing would just loop around, go so fast. But I don't. Maybe it will get in the way. Maybe it will be um, disturbing to some people. Maybe it'll get the user dizzy. I have no idea. But yeah, it could be tested out, honestly. And yeah, like even welding machines, you're welding outside, they'll work on that as well. I mean, I guess this would too. So see, there's different options, different ways to go about certain things. Um, but yeah, I just wanted to share that. I'm actually glad to see that this is out because I get to see um, something that's really out there, like, and someone obviously, thought about all this stuff, like they put it on top of the forehead section, or honestly in the very top, um, which is good because if the bicyclist were to ever fall and roll on the ground, this thing won't really be in the way, I don't think. I mean, you got to look at all the possibilities, you know. This is a really nice helmet. Looks awesome. This is something I would go for if I had a bike. If I was able to afford it, the helmet. So I definitely can't afford a bike. But anyways, I mean, I'm just trying to look at this, and I guess now that I'm looking at it, I could look at the at a motorcycle cycle um helmet, um like a diagram, and for a reason, because they have the pads within um the helmet. See, like this. So these pads here, some of them, or one of them, or a certain section can have a hollow point for to just add a little bit of water. If if bugs are the problem, if not, then whatever, it doesn't, then it won't really be required at all. But if it is a problem, and I know as a window cleaner, former window cleaner, I I know that to in order for someone to clean, you know, a helmet, a helmet, I'm sorry, a window, you need the squeegee needs water to really work. Um, but maybe these helmets, if a bug lands on the glass of the helmet, I guess they could always wipe it. But if they were to operate the the windshield wiper thing, will it leave like a streak? Like I think I seen it somewhere. Yeah, like kind of like bird, not no like tree sap, like this. See these lines here? Will they leave it like this? Because it's just obviously the guts or whatever. It's not like it's not just it's minerals, many minerals, concentration of minerals. That's why they're food for other animals, right? Because they ate all that stuff. But anyway, it's not just like water where it has no minerals or little to whatever, like to no minerals, but it's not a full concentration of those minerals. So I guess if if this is a problem which I don't know because I can't read the review because I can't read the reviews on that these people have written about these helmets, and I have no like perception or understanding of that. How can I if I never looked it up? So, or no one ever told me. So, so if it is a problem, then obviously some type of water would be good. And I don't know if these do have water um, that can be added in there for because I mean it doesn't need a lot. It could use like 2 little ounces or something, just enough to I don't know, maybe just to do the job, and keep the driver safe while on commute or on the road. And that's all that's really required. I mean, I don't even see no windshield wipers on these bikes. Maybe they're not really required, but like, what if it's raining? I mean, does the water just, you know, roll past that? What type of bike was that anyway? Um, I don't even know, but there's obviously no wipers right here. I honestly would have to spend some time, look at some research and stuff, and do some research to really understand this and come up with the best possible way to, or more, just not really the best possible, but maybe just like just to come up with more ideas. Because everything plays a factor. How one invention is will dictate how another piece goes, and then which could mess up the whole design or not, or it would have to be revised, and then you know it could make things a little bit more. Obviously, it would have to be rethought and then fixed. Just as long as it works, and then that's the main thing. As long as it works, and then once it works, introducing that, and then understanding all that, and then understanding all that will play a big part of how it will function. And then, of course, if something's in the way, then it would have to be fixed and custom made specifically for whatever it is. But in this case, it's the helmet. So, and the windshield wiper thing. So I think more of a smoother helmet like this right here, all the way around, and not something that has a lot of detail. See, like even this is really smooth all the way around. The idea with the windshield wiper going around it, this here would definitely be in the way because it's excuse me, because it's coming out of the helmet. It's not engraved, like it's not smooth on the helmet. That's what I was talking about it as an example for um, the manufacturers would have to, put it a little bit in so it could be inside of that, so that little thing could rotate all the way around. Um, Obviously, because if it's outside of that, I mean, it's popping out like this, bulging out, and then the other thing try to come in, the wiper. I mean, unless there was a thing to make it go out and then over it, but that would be way too many moving mechanical parts just for that. So it would have to be pushed in just so it could go over it easily, glide over it, yeah, just go over it, yeah, go over it, and then yeah, that will work perfectly because there's some like this here will definitely not work because the helmet goes in. There's a lot of curves and stuff in on this helmet. Um, but who knows? This is probably more of a professional grade type of helmet. I have no idea. But I guess it doesn't really matter about the detail. So it could be like this, but the inside parts can still have the mask and everything else that's required. You know, kind of like a it's pretty much like a house, but not a house. It's more like a um, cave because the cave, it doesn't matter how the outside looks. It doesn't matter. What matters is what's inside. And the cave is actually better than a house because you don't have to worry about the outside. Just worry about the inside. And you don't have to worry about what your neighbors think about your outside house. So anyways, yeah, see, like there's I guess there's just a bunch of many factors that it would need to be considered. Yeah, this is probably the best one to go with. Cause you want something round. Like imagine you fell and you roll. You don't want something like this pointy thing. That catches on the pavement. That could probably break your neck. Just this little pointy thing right here. This is, I think it's more ideal, more professional. So there, maybe not the design. Maybe it's not doesn't look cool like this one. But if you were to ever get in a car accident, or I mean in a bicycle accident, it wouldn't really matter about the design. It will be it will be then a matter of the shapeness of it, and this little thing right here can make a whole lot of difference. See, so every little detail needs to be documented for future development. And it's very important, it's vital. So whenever there is someone that wants to create their own helmet or whatever, they could take that into consideration and possibly save a life instead of taking one. So yeah, it's safety and all that stuff. It's not just about, oh, I have money, I can do whatever the fuck I want. Let me build a helmet and start selling it and make a ton of money on top of my existing money. No, it's, that's why there's rules and regulations on just about everything. And we could all bitch and complain, but they're there. Those things, I think those guidelines are there for a reason, But yeah, obviously this one breaks off. See how it's connected right here? I could tell it's connected. And if you were to ever get in it, hit the make impact, have impact on the ground, this little thing will easily break off. Made it like that on purpose, I could tell. But anyway, windshield wipers. I was just thinking different ways, different solutions, but it's already out there, so that's great. Maybe someone could experiment with that one that goes all the way around, and if it doesn't work, then whatever. If it does, and I wish you all the best. And even this right here, just looking at this thing could turn around all the way around. Even though the rest of the helmet is not really the main focus, but it's just speed. The speed of it. And obviously this is think, 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 think. You want something rapid. It's gone. You don't even see it. It's going so fast you don't even see it. And there's like a vehicle that travels so fast, or like my arm, right there. All you see is like, that effect, and that's like if you're on the freeway, that's all you see is a car like passing by. That fast, and not just fast. And I think that will make a difference, And see, there's just little details like that can make a difference or not. But anyway, hope you guys liked this video. If you guys did like this video, or if you guys that would be like past tense. Like, I used to like it, but now I don't because of these reasons. I'm not talking about that. I'm talking about like if you guys like the video, go check out my other ideas on Invent or Don't Invent on Facebook. Thank you very much and have a great day.